Aloha, friends and family. How are you? A lot of things we could talk about today. You know, on my channel, I want to leave an archive of videos behind that kind of shows and talks about the progression of awakening. And so I don't really want, news to be in the archive. So I'm probably going to erase videos that I do that incorporate news into them, because nobody wants to go back in time and hear old news. So I figured today I'm just going to yak, and it'll probably include stuff that would be considered news. So I'll probably erase this video. So those of you that tune in regularly will get to hear some of the stuff that the other folk won't, because I'm going to erase them, because like I said, nobody wants old news. Even though it could be beneficial in a way, but I just don't really want old news on my channel. So let's just get the big one out of the way right off the dome, is the politics. I'm not going to go into it. I'm just going to say to those that know what's up, it's not over. It's not over. There's a lot more going on than most people are still aware of. And many people don't know what it is they're seeing with their own eyes. Which brings up a question. Is there such a thing as a good psyop? Have you considered a psyop within a psyop? I would say a psyop in and of itself is a bad thing. But a psyop within a psyop could be a good thing. So the best is yet to come. And at the expense of sounding like a complete conspiratorialist, I'll refrain from going into it, as much as I kind of want to start saying some things about it. But it's all going to bear out. It's all going to play out. And again, nobody knows exactly how it's going to play out, because it's not set in stone. So we're still co-creating it, as are they. But I'm sticking with the old time preaching of there's a transition happening. It's cosmic. It's going to transform every aspect of everything in the cosmos and on this planet forever. And for the better. Regardless of what kind of storms may whip themselves up, and what kind of things we may have to let go of ourselves. I'm really wanting to do a Tunnel Mental video. Tunnel Mental is a music artist, and he's given me the go-ahead to play his music in the background and some of my talks, which I'm looking very forward to doing. The problem is I don't have a CD of his music, and I can't play his music on my phone while at the same time recording. So I'm either gonna have to get a hold of a CD if he's got one, or my plan is to use my wife's phone and just pipe it through the stereo system in my car and do it like that, because I think a lot of you would dig his music, and definitely his videos are pretty cool. His music's pretty cool, and his message is pretty cool. So that'll be coming up at some point when I get that little hurdle solved. In the meantime, you could check him out just by doing a YouTube search, one word, Tunnel Mental, and it'll bring up his stuff. I think you'll dig it. Life's so much better with the arts, isn't it? With music, with things that are creative, because that's the stuff that inspires us. I think we all take inspiration from creative people, and artists that are doing something specific with their creativity. I contend that we're all artists. I would say to be a co-creator, you would have to be an artist, or you have to recognize that you are an artist, because how are you going to create if you don't have a well-oiled imagination? Because that's where creativity comes from. That's where creation comes from. Anything that was created in the 3D, third dimension, was created through creativity. And I would say that the same creativity that man uses to create the things that he creates is the same creativity that the Creator used to create everything, that's creation. Trees, plants, flowers, insects, animals, birds, weather, temperature, light, sound. Hopefully your mind is going. Mine sure is. And I have all these thoughts flowing through my mind, as I'm sure you have, hopefully, many thoughts flowing through your mind. Hopefully they're good thoughts. Hopefully you can see what a lot of people still can't see. Can't feel what you can feel. I can feel it. I can actually feel it more than I can see it. But I do see it. And I am actively co-creating and writing the script as best I can. See, when you're working on a kick-ass team, you consider what everybody else on that kick-ass team is contributing. And you working with that kick-ass team, you find a way to get your part of the script into the bigger script by being aware of that kick-ass team that you are working with and are a part of. See, we're not single islands and single entities off with our solo narrative, even though we do have it. We're part of a team. You're part of a team. And the more aware that we become that we're a part of a greater team, let's call it the family of light, and that team and that family is growing. Every day it's growing. As more people defect from the matrix. It's extremely interesting to be witnessing it in real time, experiencing it in real time. The deep state is dead. I made a video about it some months back here. Maybe I'll put the link in the description. The deep state is dead. I talked about how it was dead months ago. How they were ultimately going to lose. And here it is a few months later. And they're losing, although they appear to some people to be winning. Which goes back to what I said at the beginning of this video. People cannot see what they are seeing with their own eyes. They don't know what they're seeing. They're misinterpreting it. Easy enough to do, especially if you've been hypnotized for many years and possibly decades. Easy enough to do. And likewise, easy enough to see if you've come out of the hypnosis. Easy enough to see what? Easy enough to see what's actually going on, despite the appearances. And of course, we always inquire with the heart. What does the heart feel about those thoughts? See, if you're ever grappling with something in your mind and you just can't quite solve it and resolve it, you take it to the heart. How does the heart feel about that? And you got to be strong enough and have enough resolve that if the heart says something that you maybe don't want to hear, because maybe your mind was more biased than you can admit, and the heart says, no, I'm not feeling that. Can we let it go? Can we shift and come into resonance with the heart? That might mean a whole chapter of your narrative was crap and you have to cross it out and get rid of it. Which is all right, because it could be rewritten. See, anything can be rewritten, redone, revamped. That's why we have time. You have time to do it. You have time to do it. So the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. If you can't stand pauses between someone speaking, turn the speed of the video up to full blast. Then I can race through and you can be off to the next thing. But you might actually have time to tune in to the frequency, catch the vibe, catch the wave, and be lifted to a higher perspective. One that's packed full of hope, might be a day to puff on one and meditate. Just be. Just be there. Be in that place. Time is on pause. So we'll just chill, ride the wave, because the best is yet to come. Do we know that? Do we believe it? So if you know it, you don't have to believe it. But if you don't know it, then the second best thing would be to believe it. So know it, my friends. What does your heart tell you? How does the heart feel about that? Love and light. Until next time, my beautiful friends and family. Not too late to get some cryptocurrency.